Channel 9 has investigated restaurants that get low scores on their health inspections. But restaurants are the only places that people on the go like to eat.
Especially now, people like to go to food trucks or even food stands. So I looked through inspection reports for those businesses. I found one that recently got a low score from the health department that is at the center of a huge summer tradition here in Charlotte.
Just like at restaurants, food temperature is a common concern at food trucks and food stands. 45 degrees up to 135 is considered to be the danger zone because bacteria and germs can grow more quickly and food starts to spoil. We found 9 food stands that scored below a 90 since the start of the year. The Circle K food stand on Fairview Road got an 87. Fresh Market Deli on Providence Road, 88.5. Iacafano's Catering scored an 82.5. Back in March, the inspector found foods with expired date marks, like chicken salad with a use-by date from back in January. The Home Plate Club and picnic area at BB&T Ballpark scored an 88 April 13th. The inspector found hot foods like chicken wings, hot dogs, and chili being held below 135 degrees.
Then we're growing whatever's on that. The closer you get to body temperature, usually the more hazardous it is.
Speaking of body temperature, 98 degrees exactly was the temperature of meatballs the inspector found in that same inspection. I showed that to baseball fans.
Concerning.
Very, because that's you just make my stomach get like, no, that's very concerning.
Professional Sports Catering, which operates the Home Plate Club, told me they would correct the issues. Also, we are conducting additional food handling and storage training with our culinary staff and all team members. La Unica Meat Market on Independence scored an 88.5. The Little Caesars on Eastway, considered by the health department a food stand, got an 88. They voluntarily shut down for a time after the inspector found standing wastewater in a floor sink that was not draining. A Mouthful food stand on Tuckasegee Road scored an 87 February the 16th. New Century Oriental Meat Market on North Tryon got an 87. The inspector found algae growth in the glass doors of the meat display cooler. R&K Express on Pence Road scored an 86.5. They had a container of coleslaw with a manufacturer's sell-by date from 5 days prior to that inspection. Since the start of the year, 5 food trucks also got Bs. Halal Food Cart 2, an 86. The inspector found a rice cooker full of rice sitting on the ground outside the unit. El Comalapa scored an 85. So did Tacos Garduño. Mini Taqueria El Nevado got an 82. They had mayo stored at 67 degrees.
Oh, that's gross.
That's 22 degrees above the safe cold holding temperature.
Mayonnaise, does that concern you?
Definitely. It's egg-based.
Taqueria Rosa Mexicano got an 87. Some of these food trucks and stands did have follow-up inspections and they scored in the A range. So Lathan says you always need to look for the current score, which should be posted in plain sight. If they don't have it up, they could be operating illegally, meaning they are not being inspected by the health department at all.
We see them at construction sites, we see them in parking lots, and people need to, if they don't see a score, then they need to ask.
Now, the Home Plate Club at BB&T did get re-inspected April the 30th. I got the report here. They got a 96 on that most recent inspection. Now, I also checked the food stands at Panther Stadium and Spectrum Center, and they all have recent A scores there. In January 2019, though, Mecklenburg County will adopt new guidelines for cold food storage, and that will drop the required temperature down to 41 degrees instead of 45. I'm told that's happening because of listeria concerns. The bacteria grows more slowly below 41 degrees.